I like that drum machine. It's like the drum machine's like, I'm not stopping.
Yeah, the drum machine doesn't have any wiggle room.
There's zero wiggle room on. Wow. That's the quickest we've ever gotten there. There's zero wiggle room on the drum machine. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite album from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Welcome, everyone. It's all about the Beach Boys here. If we do this top down, we're on the beach. We have the Keeley California Girls, the Keeley I Get Around, the JHS Good Vibrations, the JHS Punchline, an Onion, I believe, and then behind Nick, the Benson Surfs Up. It's so amazing that we had to put it over there. It's too much for me to handle.
It's just so big.
And right now, because it's all about the Beach Boys, we're actually talking through it.
Yeah, we're talking through it.
How you
right
doing, Boki? How you doing?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling good? Talk a little louder so we can hear that.
You need the reverb?
The drip.
The drip?
Yeah, our voices are full of drip.
I'm feeling good.
I haven't worn a dress shirt since my wedding.
Someone said that collars all buttoned all the way up at work is harassment, but you don't know us. I think you do all the time, right? I do all the time.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, we love it. We like to feel cozy.
Your camera has that Dutch angle thing going on. It's kind of cool. It's adding like some dimension. Yeah, it's super moody.
Well, you know me.
Belle made us some mocktails. Oh wait, these aren't mocktails, right? We were gonna do mocktails, but they're not.
Cheers to the Beach Boys.
To the Beach Boys.
To the Beach
Boys.
They're good. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this is the room.
I'm not doing that.
That Benson really gets
it really does.
Slurp drip. A lot of good slurp drip. All right. I'm going to just crank us out here with the movie trailer. So this movie premieres next week. It's a documentary, and it's a big deal. It's a Disney project. I was called in to just be a part of making some pedals and devices with friends, like gather a team, basically. There's a really great Sweetwater video called Meet the Makers of this project, and we kind of talk about that. But let's play the movie trailer for next week. I'm actually going to go out to LA and be a part of like one of these fancy, what do they call it? It's like the fancy people gather and they... A premiere, yeah. I've never been to a premiere.
It's a red carpet premiere. You and Nick get to go, and I don't get to go even.
Yeah, I'll probably wear this.
It's fine.
I'll wear this. All right, let's play that movie trailer. I have it over here somewhere.
Y'all don't even like LA.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Ready, set, go.
Play hard and strong all the way. Hold it, please. Try it one more time from the top. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys just represented some sort of fantasy.
They were participating in the creation of a California dream.
Man, they made me want to go to where they had cars and girls in bikinis and sun.
Their music takes you someplace.
There's definitely been ups and downs. We've probably been counted out half a dozen times.
We used to sing 3-part harmony in the backseat of the car, and that's the birth of three brothers singing together. Round, round, get around, I get around you. Three brothers, Brian, Dennis, and Carl, a cousin, Mike Love, and our good friend El Jardine. That's a family to me.
We've known each other for a really long time, and there really is a great deal of fellowship in the group, and we've been through an awful lot.
We ended up, it's kind of like a rivalry.
The Beatles, bring them on. Here are the Beach Boys.
If one group didn't have the other, would their music actually be what it became?
Brian was really learning to be a producer.
That's when we started realizing there's some genius here.
But his dad began to be an obstacle.
Brian, I'm a genius too. Let's go, huh?
My Uncle Murray sold to the publishing.
And Brian went, "You sold my songs?"
Brian put together textures that no one had ever put into popular songs before. He did it first.
If you should ever leave me, will life still go on, believe me?
Here we go. Wouldn't it be nice? Take one.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older?
They really show what it's like when everybody understands the part they have to play.
There's something about the way those individuals blended together. They're all part of it.
No one's gonna make it happen.
The fact that it was a family, that's where the success came from.
You know, it's just the feels. I grew up in Alabama, and there were tons of beaches. You know? Yeah. Where did you grow up? Pennsylvania?
Mansfield, Pennsylvania.
Tons of beaches. No, the Beach Boys. It's such an iconic thing. I love what's going on here. You have this Get Back thing that happened a few years ago with the Beatles, and now we have the American side. I'm really excited to see this film. Yeah, we could talk on and on about the music, but this is Alive really about these products and these sounds. And then I think the irony is we might end up playing some grunge through them later.
I think it's probably appropriate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I guess let's start with our two products, and then we'll kind of go down the line. So first off is these are exclusively available at Sweetwater. And that was a thing because when you get three brands together, is the reverb annoying at this point?
No.
I can turn it down.
I want to
turn it up.
I'm going to let it ride. Okay. When you get three brands together for a collaborative limited thing that's commissioned by the Beach Boys with Disney on the side, it's like there had to be a way to deal with it in a very clean way. And we knew immediately, kind of as the project manager, I said, there's no way we need to be shipping these individually and dealing with the support. It needs to be kind of a brand that we have created for the Beach Boys. And then I was able to work with Sweetwater, and they are the distributor of this kind of Beach Boys brand. That's how I would look at it. It's a brand with 5 products. So on our side, we started off, I think we have a fancy ad for these. Let's pull up our fancy ad. It's a photo. Where's that ad at, Rich? You got it? Yep. You got it? Oh, look at that. Nick, you took that photo. That's wonderful. I think you did.
Thanks.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it matters that you took the photo, but Austin could have took it. So The Beach Boys by JHS Pedals. Let's look down at the punchline here. This is one of the cooler things I think we've ever made, to be honest. And it's the punchline. That's an obscure Beach Boys song that was kind of lost and then released in the 90s. It's from the surf era. Has a really great bass track. One thing here to think about with Beach Boys and bass, why is this important? From a technology perspective, it's massive because the Wrecking Crew and the bass guitar on those in that Wrecking Crew, which is a band that played on a lot of the Beach Boys music, that was the invention and the invention of the use of electric bass guitar. So something like a P bass, and it's monumental. So looking down at this, the idea was we just want to create a unit that is an all-in-one studio grade pro level bass device. You plug this in and you don't need anything else unless you're, from the 80s and want chorus, which is cool. It's coming back. We have a compressor, and you can turn it on and off. And that compressor is an LA2A style compressor. It can go pre or post. Let me just demonstrate it on the actual bass.
It's honestly, it's one of my favorite things that we've done in a long time. I really like it. It's such a good pedal.
All right, so just a P bass. That's direct into the board. Here's the compressor. You have a gain, a ratio, a threshold, pre and post. So let's keep it, yeah. So playing softly, playing hard, what you can do there is you get to even out. It's just fantastic. So studio grade, really great sounding. It's also worth mentioning on the outputs, this is an actual XLR DI out with ground lift. You can do a parallel 1/4 inch out as well. Now, so you have the compressor. It can go pre or post, which is a big, it's a fundamental choice for how you want your bass tone to sound. Then we have an amp sim. So if I turn this off, that's direct into the board. Now I just turned on the amp sim. This is an all analog amp sim, and it's really cool. It is the sound of a big Fender amp, or take an MPEG amp. And this is the type of stuff that the bass players were using and still use to this day. You plug a P bass into a big old Fender Super Reverb or something. It's one of the most iconic bass sounds ever. You have presence, gain, so you can drive this amp sim a little. Notice the threshold on the comp is okay. And yeah, so you have an amp sim. Then let's leave that on. You have a master EQ. So like think of that as a studio channel strip. Mid, bass, treble, master volume. So if I'm all the way down, I can sculpt. If you want more click, less click. Mids, take bass out or in, killer. And then we have a drive. So this drive is a parallel drive. This would be the equivalent of running a parallel distortion on bass, which is what everyone does in a studio. So you have volume, the drive level, and then you have a clean blend. So this is fully dirt here. I like this Beach Boys song.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. I think that's on that one song, Surfing Against the Man.
I won't do what they tell me. Yeah, that song. So clean blend. That's how you get the girthy chunk bass tone.
Yeah.
And if you're not aware of that, that's how it works. You have a dirty signal, and then on a mixer, they fade in both channels. They mix in that clean. So yeah, the sky's the limit here. What I really love is, and we all know this, but we don't want to admit it, everyone wants new fancy gear, but everyone still plays the Telecaster and a tube screamer and Acolyte P bass. So as classic as this is, it's equally modern.
Yeah, that was one of the things I think is the coolest about it. It's like just because it's put in like a Beach Boys set of pedals, it's like the most classic way to get pretty much any really good bass sound that you are like looking to get.
Yeah, it's killer.
It's so cool.
That is the punchline. Now the punchline, Sweetwater has another video that we filmed there, but we put it on our channel. The title of it is probably, I don't remember the title. It's the last video we posted. It's where myself, Rhett Scholl, and Chris Cron went and recreated a Beach Boys track. We took all day in a pro studio. I actually ended up using this on guitar because it's a killer guitar pedal. You could equally throw this down and use it as your line-in amp sim guitar pedal because the drive is killer on guitar. The amp sim is a Fender style amp. The compressor's great, EQ. So I used it to do a Maserite Fuzzrite tone part, like, which is really funny. Just a massive fuzz tone. So yeah, that's the punchline. Let's do a new jam off of that. Let's start a new jam. Just quickly looking down, because we will get to these. Good Vibrations is a photo cell vibe. It's a univibe style effect. I Get Around from Keeley. It's a rotary speaker with ramp. California Girls is a 12-string simulator. So just so you know, I'll be switching these on and off. And
before you start the jam, just want to shout out Robert Keeley's in the chat. The Beach Boys are in the chat. Benson Amps is in the chat. Guitar Get.
The Beach Boys are in the chat.
Matt Duncan.
They get around.
They really do.
Tubzilla.
Okay, that was awesome.
Send me a pulse and we'll let's do the most Beach Boys thing with these Beach Boys pedals, which proves that the invention and evolution of this gear that the Beach Boys are such a massive part of, we just still use it all today. It's such a they could have done what we're about to do. It's one of those moments.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We have a loop failure. Did the loop fail? Yeah, start it over. No! It's fine. The Beach Boys did not have looping computers at their feet. Let's do it again. Oh, we're good then. Hold on. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if it starts over though. Oh, that's gonna be a train wreck. Let's clear it. Here's the deal. When we talk about the Beach Boys, we're talking about studio magic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We're just showing it. Let me clear this out. All right, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was what the name of that Beach Boys song? It escapes me. It was off of Pet Sounds had an album it was like a part 2.
Yeah. I think that was
I love our bad jokes.
Surfing Board to Death.
Surfing Board to Death.
Yeah.
Love it. I had on the California Girls in the Rotary. So let's jump past the good vibrations and let's go over to Keeley. Keeley's in the chat?
Yeah, Keeley's here. Real quick,
hi, Robert.
someone was asking about why we made our pedals all black, and it's just because it looks like studio equipment, if I understand right.
Yeah, I can chime in a little bit more on that. So when the project started about, let's just say a year and a half ago, one of the big pieces that was important is we have the Beach Boys, and we have we have a couple of people who are like heavily involved. One of them is a studio engineer out in LA, amazing guy. And the conversation quickly went to, we need to make these feel like they could exist in a photograph from a session in the 60s. So the idea is that is how simple it is. And I think it's cool. It's 3 different takes. If you look behind Nick over there, Benson was already doing this. Like Benson's mastered this. It's like Benson looks like some amp that should have been made in the 60s.
100%.
Without looking like a Fender copy. Or a Vox copy. It's really hard to do. He mastered that. With pedals, I immediately went to Japan. I thought Japan, Shin Univox, black, minimalistic Japanese kind of design. And that's where we landed here. So imagine, the Beach Boys are using this Japanese brand, just like at the same time Hendrix was using Japanese-made Univibes and stuff. So that's where this comes from. And then Keeley goes this other very American approach where it's almost like an RCA meets UA. Like it has the big console knobs, the big huge amp selector, or the amp bulbs. So yeah, it was 3 brands role-playing like we're from the past. That's what the design is. That's a great question. And I actually got asked that all day yesterday. So it's good to say. Any other good questions there? Just chime in at any time if you see anything.
Okay. No.
Let's I got a little Verb on the guitar. Let's listen. It's so nice. If you show the board cam, is the board cam on? The Chaos board cam. I have a Morning Glory on, but if this is clean. Okay, I'll keep that on for the most part. All right, let's jump to the I Get Around. You get that copy pulled up and price? The punchline, by the way, again, these are Sweetwater exclusive. How about you, Boki, for the sake of flow, just kind of read that basic price point and copy, and that'll keep it straight. I'll get it confused with something.
It's loading because my internet's slow.
It's fine.
Beach Boys, I Get Around Rotary Simulator, exclusively at Sweetwater. Hold on. Pulling up the Sweetwater page.
I will do a tasty little demonstration here. It's a very good rotary.
This stomp box delivers syrupy swirl and tube-style breakup in equal measure, equipping you with the chorus-style gritty textures that not only featured on select Beach Boys hits, but also defined an entire era of guitar tones. What's more, the I Get Around comes with its own pulsating light show that reacts to the pedal's rotary effect.
I was going to say syrupy, too. I mean...
Speaking of syrupy.
All
right, let's I Get Around. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, my first time hearing a rotary
for $2.99. Sorry.
Yeah. $14.99.
$2.99.
I was joking.
Oh.
When you look at the Get Back documentary, you see George Harrison like going crazy with a rotary. But yeah, you also think of like later '80s stuff like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
I mean, the evolution of rotary is all over the place.
Yeah,
but
right.
It was the first chorus, but it was a mechanical effect. So what Keeley's done here, and I was not capable, is like, this is why I chose Keeley. I gave him these 2 really hard DSP projects.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Keeley will knock him out of the park. It's not my wheelhouse. So I love these units. So let's look closely at the pedal. On a rotary, your speaker is spinning. It's a Doppler effect. I'm using stereo, hint, hint. You can hear it. And then that's my favorite part of a rotary. Hit the fast to slow, slow to fast.
Man, that sounds so good.
It really is.
Whoa.
It's thick.
Robert. Cheers to you, Robert.
Cheers to Robert.
Let's do something with that. Let's do something emotional.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to play an F. I never do that. I'm scared. I'll do a guitar track with you. Let's do that tempo, what I was like.
Is there expression input on this?
Yeah, I believe so. You also have a boost. You can boost the mids.
Here we go, Telecaster.
Which I'll do. Yeah, let's track this. 1, 2. I don't put F's like that part of town. I don't drive too much.
Yeah.
I have a couple friends that live there, but I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
So, but F feels so good on that.
Oh, it's like how I feel about your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how I feel about your neighborhood.
Yeah, right. Someone is asking. We all know that the pedals are exclusive at Sweetwater and limited, but are we able to use our IP for other products in the future?
Yeah. So part of the deal. Yeah, let's get into the limited discussion. Do we want to do that now? It's a fun one. So these are interesting. There's a lot of the thing with like why limited. Well, number one, we're not going to make Beach Boys pedals forever. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's with a documentary. It's a side project that what I loved about this is when we had the initial meetings, I loved the representation of the Beach Boys. And one of the first statements out of their mouth, I remember Jimmy saying, we just want to do this and make cool stuff and do whatever's best for you. It's not about money. It's just doing something that feels really cool to tell the story of the Beach Boys, like period. And so the best way to do that for every business is to do a quantity of them and move on, because like the Beach Boys documentary is timely. It's a timely thing. It's released next week. And so one of the deals that we got into there is we want to make these awesome, but I thought, well, let's use them as ways to develop some new stuff and spend time and make it worth our while. And then we can use some of that later and re-release some of that R&D. So for instance, like this, we worked so hard on this punchline. I'm definitely going to use pieces of this in the future. And then the same with the vibe, like Robert, he worked so hard on the DSP. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna definitely and absolutely be able to use that, and that was part of the deal. Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah,
because a lot of people, you have the two camps with exclusives. There's a lot of people that are just complaining about exclusives, but it's funny. Like Sweetwater still has hundreds of each of these. Like they're not limited enough to where people are go get one if you want one.
They're still. I don't know about the other pedals, but the JHS options are still
they're
available
fully
on
in stock.
Sweetwater.
Yeah, they're fully in stock. The Benson is completely gone at this point, which is super cool. He did 66 of those, and they're gone. That's a whole other pedals.
Dang.
And a reverb unit are two different. It's like apples and avocados or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool that all the amps are gone though.
Yeah, they're gone.
Chris Cron's in the chat.
Chris Cron.
Here's to Chris and his beautiful song.
Gulp. All right, let's go to the good vibration. Well, actually, let's talk about the verb. How about we play with some drums?
Yeah,
it's on our voice. So we have the reverb unit. This is how we used it in the Sweetwater song. If you look over at Nick, he's the Vanna White of the reverb unit. We have this ran into the mixer that is essentially the sound card for the live stream, right? So it's in an auxiliary, and I have it on all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to take it off of our voices. So there, we're dry. Okay.
Dry as the sand.
We're dry as the winter sand. How about you just mess with it?
Sure.
So the way we have it hooked up is we'll just keep the camera on Nick, and he's going to do like weird solo drum stuff and twiddle the knobs.
Cool.
It has tremolo in it as well, which I don't think that'll pan out that well on drums, and then we'll just play with some vocal stuff, and we'll just have fun with it. We'll mute our mics, and Nick, no pressure, but like do some cool stuff.
Okay, cool. Hey, welcome to this part of the show. Can you explain the blends?
The blend is not what you think.
That's that album by Radiohead, right?
Yeah, explaining the blends is part 2 of the bends that was never released. It was recorded by the Beach Boys. All right, Nick. So this is what's crazy about this reverb that you can't buy anymore because it did sell out, which is it honestly is shocking. I mean, these are so expensive. All right, the blend is blending 2 tanks. This has never been done before, to my knowledge. It's 2 reverbs in one. One is a long tank, and one is a short. So the reverb that I've used on the show for years, the Benson, it's a short tank. He put the longer, and you're blending those 2 times.
That's cool. Okay, cool.
And then everything else is self-explanatory.
Okay, cool. All right, so mix at 0, and then I'm going to just turn the mix all the way up because it should be all the way up.
It's also noted here, in a normal studio, you'd have your drums. You could independently insert this on there. We do a master stereo synth.
Yeah, my whole kit's going to it. So let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out.
I hear the trim. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll jump on bass with you in a minute.
I like full wit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go full wit.
It's absolutely perfect. So I have it on the bass. I turned it all the way up. So you can hear the trim on my bass. See what that does. It makes sense that you need to go in the instrument input with that. That's cool though. Let's do a bass drum jam.
Okay. 1, 2.
I'm not a bass player, but every once in a while I hack through it on YouTube. Do you what I like to do is that one part from Hey Joe, but it's almost it's like gospel.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. The verb is killer, and of course, can be used on anything. Do we want it back on our voice, or people worn out?
No, we want it on our voice.
Do we want to drench it?
Yeah.
Just unintelligible.
Talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Hello.
Check.
Test 1 2. Test.
Checking 1 2.
So we're in the studio.
Yeah, that's what the studio sounds like.
I've always said the only appropriate amount of reverb is an inappropriate amount of reverb.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like this crosses the line, though.
Yeah, just a little
then
bit.
It's inappropriate.
Although, hold on,
like I just said.
I'll blend the tanks. I'm blending the tanks a little bit here.
Hey man, I'm blending the tanks. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
All right,
this is premium content.
Let's jump into the good vibrations on guitar. Let's see here. Any Q&A? Any questions?
No, not really. I want to read a couple comments
Go for it.
So we did, as you all know, well, if you don't know, we released a video yesterday, 2 days ago.
It was yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago.
Time is strange right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
People are strange. Sorry.
Josh,
that's not
Rhett, Chris Cron, and some other people made a song. They made a Beach Boys song. Anyway.
Really? Chris made a song and Rhett and I tagged along.
Chris made a song. And we got some funny comments. So I've been kind of collecting them over the last 2 days. I'm going to save the doozy for the end.
I'm excited for just knowing there's a doozy.
Corpus Ephemera said, "There's too much clipping on the mix bus."
He's not wrong.
You gotta watch out for that clipping on the mix bus.
Panos Kenso said, "Another example of gear doesn't matter, people do. Great musicians, great ideas, great gear, great sounds while tracking, ... And then comes the finished version and you're like, what happened?" And it has the emoji. I can't do it, but it has the emoji where one eyebrow is like. Anyway, there's more. We can move on for now.
My sick burn didn't sound off. Come on, man. Come on.
You're gonna have to sick burn the sick burn.
What is wrong? What's the deal? Hold on. Where is my sick burn audio? That's gonna bother me. Anyway, all right, let's jump into Good Vibrations. So Univibe, late 60s, Fumio Maeda in Japan. He recreates this phasing effect he heard on a radio, basically where the Soviet Union was like phasing in and out propaganda over Japan. And with a Strat, it's just like... It's the original...
Southern Beach Boys.
Yeah, the original... We'll have to do that. It's the original modulation pedal in pedal form. The Rotary was always a big mechanical box. But it's like a phaser, and they called it chorus. It is not chorus, but it kind of is. That's that mode. And then vibrato is what I really care about. It's just that 3D.
So good.
Yeah, let's give it some space here. Can you give me more verb? Yeah, let's see here. I saw someone say they just repackaged the Warbletron. It's like, no. The Warbletron has so many... It's great. It actually is very broken. This is a ground up build, and I'm really proud of it.
There's a reason it's not in the lineup anymore.
Yeah, we get I don't want to play that. We played that the other day for like 9 hours.
Yeah, we did.
That's the chorus effect. Let's speed it up. So it's the original Rotary pedal, so to speak.
Thanks to Nick Pantazzi for the top chat.
So I do love this sound, but I mean, it's the Hendrix thing all day. I'm going to turn on a cheese ball at my feet down here.
Uh-oh, the light's off.
It's the Hendrix thing. So let's do the vibrato mode and do a jam. So let's this has a beautiful preamp in it as well. It's so nice. That's cool. I'm gonna actually add some analog delay. Can we? Is there such thing as shoegaze Beach Boys? Because you don't wear shoes on the beach.
If you believe in yourself, there's
Beach gaze.
Beach gaze.
All right.
If you're strong enough.
Beach gaze. I'll do a layer, and then we're gonna let this one. I don't know. You could like read some Beach Boys lyrics or something. You could. Oh,
yeah.
God
dude.
only knows. Read God only knows there is. It's a poem. I think it's a poem. Yeah, let's do this. This will be interesting. Beach gaze for the first time ever.
Yeah.
We might regret it. I'm gonna add a cheese ball at my feet and some bigger delay. I'm gonna leave the vibe on. I'm gonna use the California Girls 12 string as like a whammy octave. It's probably gonna be weird, but let's see what happens.
I may not always love you, but as long as there are stars above, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd do to be with you. If you should ever leave me while life would still go on, believe me, the world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do to me? God only knows what I'd be without you. Oh, do. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me while life would still go on, believe me, the world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. 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 Dang.
That's the weirdest thing on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like, yeah, we accomplished something there. The California Girls does.
It's cool.
It's like, it's not made for that, but a 12-string sim is an octave effect.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
All right, California Girls, 12-string. Let's it has an echo switch, so this is cool. In his mechanic here, this is really smart. So these share a mechanic. On this one you have a mid boost. On this one you have an echo, so you can add some like room, which is on all the recordings. Yeah, so the blend, the chorus, so to speak. I believe that just makes it a chorus. That part, so yeah.
That's cool.
So the classic thing with the 12-string, you always think of. I mean, come on, that.
Learning to fly.
Let's see. Learning to fly.
Learning to fly.
I don't know the words,
but he doesn't have wings. We did good.
Yeah, it's such a classic sound. Let's turn everything all the way up. See what happens. Let's back it off. Actually, back the blend off with it all up. There's some cool sounds in this thing. I loved in the song we used the rotary sim on a whirly. This got used a ton on the guitar tracks. We did a bunch of doubling. Check that out.
Tracks really well.
It's really good.
So cool.
We have a 12-string telly here, and honestly,
you know what you don't have to worry about with that pedal?
6 extra strings going out of tune.
Yeah.
Let me add a little Morning Glory neck pickup. That's pretty darn cool. Let me add a little more digital verb at my feet, a boss verb. That is very nice. Middle pickup. I just accidentally played the Kid Rock version of Sweet Home Alabama. I'm so down. Okay. Keep going, Josh. Just distracted like a squirrel on that one.
It's all this mango and this mango drink.
Brian S. made a really good point.
Yeah, what's the
they
point?
said, so technically over time, the 12-string pedal pays for itself because you don't have to buy extra strings.
This guy's genius.
He's thinking.
Yeah, he's absolute. Yeah.
That's a brilliant. Think about it. 12-string
guitar. Name? What's his name?
Brian S.
Brian S. You're up here.
Yeah.
The rest of the crowd's down here.
I don't know. What are you doing? You buy one pedal one time, or you gotta buy 12 strings. You gotta buy 12 strings the rest of your life.
Yeah, let's do something with that. You know, the F to C, G, F to C. I don't know what my Tom Ford is.
That's definitely like the final act of a like a movie.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
the hero's like leaving home.
Late 90s, early 2000s movie.
Yeah.
My sleep deprivation's hitting so
Oh,
hard.
dude.
I've slept. I was telling, if you're just tuning in, I've slept like 4 hours a night for 2 nights.
It's not good.
I'm too old for that game. It's not smart. Yeah, let's send me some click, and I'll do a rhythm guitar first.
You can do it.
You gotta clear it off, boy. All right, here we go.
What?
Wait, what were you playing again?
Sleep deprivation.
Sleep deprived.
Just send me. That works.
You gotta clear it off, boy.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to throw the good vibrations in the univibe mode. These are cool. These are very cool. Yeah, we got some giveaways.
Oh yeah, we have some giveaways.
Yeah, we're gonna do a record time. Are we doing a record time giveaway? It's kind of a record time hack. I think they're next to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I can go do it. Yeah. Let's see here.
No, I got it.
You got it.
You gotta give me a second.
I'm gonna pull this little fruit umbrella out. Is it gross if I put the fruit in the sand?
As long as you don't eat it.
After or before?
But I know you. All right. First.
Is it gross if? Hold on, I need some verb.
First up for record
Is it
time,
gross if I put the fruit in the sand?
The Beach Boys, "Endless Summer."
Oh yeah, that focus is nice.
Ooh, what is it? Let me see.
Here you go. We can use the.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, everything's manual focus, so we're gonna. I'll do it over here. Well, actually, just do
Mine's
it
not. Give it to me.
You ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh god, he's like, here we go. Look, Nick.
All right. For this trivia time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little game of finish
It's not
the lyrics.
focused. That's so funny. It's all right.
Playing a little game of finish the lyrics. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say part of a lyric to a Beach Boys song, and the first person on our end of the chat to hit our stream first.
Yeah, our side.
First person to finish the full sentence of the lyric is gonna win this pedal. I mean, it's not a pedal. It's a vinyl.
Do words, it's hard. Do words, it's hard. Do words, it's hard.
All right. And then we have, what else do we have? So pull the full giveaway thing up, Rich. You got that? I see it in the margin. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's everything.
So this is the full thing, right? Right here. Okay. That's a lot of cool stuff. And the Endless Summer vinyl is super cool. I listened to that a bunch. And yeah, I guess we do one jam through that and then do the giveaway. Any questions that you see, let us know.
Okay, so I got to do the line.
Yeah.
I'm picking up good vibrations. First person to finish the lyric in the chat wins the record.
Let me do a let's see here. Let me clear these loops off. We'll get another jam.
And that's just an example of what we just played.
It's like, can you imagine QVC if they were doing like audio? It'd be so weird. You know, there's the QVC where the guy's testing the ladder. Have you ever seen?
Oh yeah, and he falls.
That's what we're doing
yeah.
here.
That's what.
Yeah,
that's what this whole show is.
This whole show is like QVC falling off a ladder, but it's fun. All right, here we go. That's just a clean compressed sound. I'm gonna clean up the amp sim a lot. I do that by max the gain and then let that control. Yeah. There we go. That's such a good bass sound.
Yeah, it's such a good pedal.
Yeah. You want to start with a beat and then I'll come in? You do your thing and then I'll do my thing. We'll layer up a jam here. That's just a Morning Glory and a Nauticon with that's a cool sound, stacking the California Girls with the Good Vibrations.
That wasn't a Beach Boys song, but it was definitely beach.
Yeah.
It had a lot of beach in it.
Dare we say beach blues?
Beach blues?
Beach blues.
Yeah, definitely.
That's got to be a thing, right?
It's kind of a yacht rock beach blues.
Is it possible to have the blues on the beach?
Huh,
Yeah.
I think so.
So one time,
because beaches are the happiest places on earth.
One time I was in Hawaii, and somebody somewhere pushed a button that said Hawaii was going to get bombed, and by an intercontinental ballistic missile. And
I remember this.
We were at.
This is a true story.
This is a true story.
This
yeah.
is a true story.
This was like a weird.
It was a weird
iPhone message.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this.
And we were at. I was with one of my friends at the beach, and we were like, there was this guy just sitting like on the edge. You know when the water like comes up and goes out, like right on that line, whatever that's called. And he's just sitting there looking out into the beach, and I'm like, hey, there's like a thing, you know what's going on? And he goes, oh yeah, I just figured that if I was gonna die, I want to die right here.
Dang.
And it was like
true story.
True story. He was
new Beach Boys song. If I was gonna die, I want to die. I mean,
I wanna die
that's
on
kind
the
of
beach.
That feels good.
Yeah. Anyway, you want to know a winner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want? Can I eat this fruit?
No.
The sand fruit?
You know what, Josh? Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can. Do it. Do it on camera.
No.
Do it.
Go ahead. Do the winner. Do the winner.
Patrick W., you win. Whoa. You win the Beach Boys Endless Summer Vinyl. Woo! Everyone give it up for Patrick W. Please email me your shipping info at the JHS Show at jhspedals.com. And if you are not Patrick W.,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't email me.
This has been fun, y'all. I've had a blast. These products are really cool. Just a reminder.
Are we ending? Because we got more giveaways.
Oh, let's give it. How many giveaways do we have?
Yeah.
I thought we were doing like a big.
We got 2 more.
Beach Boys sent us a bunch of stuff.
Dude, as the Beach Boys once said, give it away.
They literally
give
sent
it
us
away,
tons
give
of
it away now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do the others.
Yeah.
This is great. I want to do more Q&A if there is any.
There is. Shut Down.
Yeah, I can do this over
by
here.
the Beach Boys.
I don't have this one.
This is going to be a trivia question, so don't finish the lyric.
Look how cool they are. Come on.
That's a
come
great
on.
shot. That's a great shot.
Yeah. This is where they said, give it away, give it away, give it away.
I think so.
I think that's
that
on
one.
this
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
You can't really see it, but it's there. What was the Beach Boys' original band name?
Ooh, I love this.
What was the Beach Boys' original band name?
I know.
Oh, that's such a...
If you know the answer, throw it in the chat. First person to get the answer on our end of the stream wins this record.
Can I give a hint?
Yeah.
You can.
It's something to do with clothing.
Is it something?
It's... Let's dive into any questions if there are any.
The shirts.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's not the answer. Hold on. There's not... Oh, one question I wanted to know that somebody asked was the Good Vibrations. What's the difference between the Good Vibrations and the Unicorn?
Yeah, let's put this to rest.
Yeah, well, JHS has made, so here it is, Good Vibrations. JHS has made 3 Univibes in my career, I've made 3 Univibes. All right, so, okay. The answer to that is, what's the difference in 3 different Tube Screamer style pedals? What's the difference in a full tone full drive? What's the difference from that and a TS9? And then what's the difference from that to something like a JHS Screamer or a QSAC Screamer? There's a lot of difference. It's the same topology. Univibes are funny, I think, in the market because they do kind of get pigeonholed into like, that's a Univibe. But there's a lot of nuance to Univibe. A lot of it is feel and stuff and how there's an LFO in there that pulses and how that basically swells in and out. And the short comparison of how they're similar is they are Univibe topologies. They all 3. Every Univibe I've ever made uses a real bulb and real photo sensors, and it's optical. So, yeah, they're all that way the same. But, yeah, this was fun. We started from the ground up. This project got handed over to the other Josh. There's multiple Joshes at JHS. And he just started from the ground up on this thing and killed it. Yeah. So it's the same but different. Univibes, like overdrives, can all be very similar but very different at the same time. Yeah. Good question.
Cool. Yeah.
We got asked that a ton yesterday.
You ready for a winner?
The winner to shut down Volume 2, the Beach Boys,
is Andre Russo. Andre Russo, please email me at the JHS show at jhspedals.com. Send me your shipping info. And if you're not Andre Russo,
don't do it.
Do not email me. You ready for the
What's the answer, though?
Let's just keep going.
What was the answer?
The answer, I'm not going to tell you. Just kidding. The answer is the Pendletones.
Oh.
Pendletones. There were a lot of Pendletons in the chat, but it's the Pendletones.
Tones.
You ready for this one?
Yeah. Ooh.
They sent me this early in the project, and it was so fun to listen through the whole thing.
What?
It's so much music.
What is it?
It's the very best Sounds of Summer.
The very best of the Beach Boys Sounds of Summer. 60th Anniversary Expanded Edition. 80 newly remastered tracks featuring 24 new mixes, 180-gram audiophile vinyl, etched vinyl logo. The Beach Boys 60th Anniversary.
Yeah, it is. It's let's do that top down. So Sounds of Summer on the back here. This is one of those vinyl snob things. Like, this is full on insane
it's really cool.
amounts of music. Yeah, it's cool. It goes all the way from the origin, like the early stuff. I mean, there's tracks on here all the way through the modern things.
Can we get... I want one. That's all I'm saying. I'm the winner. I'm the winner of the very best of the Beach Boys.
I bet we could figure out how to get you one.
Just kidding. So we're gonna do another finish the lyrics.
Okay.
Surfing is the only way. Surfing is the only life. The only.
Surfing is the only life. The only.
Surfing is the only life. The only. Finish the lyric. We're gonna give it a second. While we wait for that, can I read the doozy comment?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Here's a couple comments. Iggy McGeek 730 said, "Totally not terrible."
Nice.
Wow. And this is regarding the song.
Yeah. JW Stout 007 said, "It has the heart and it feels 90% there. Perhaps the modern high-end studio lacks the vintage grit and grime that would account for the last 10%. Still an incredible track."
Nice.
I mean,
it's
sure.
not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, sure. That's what the UA Dirt plugin is for.
The UA old.
Your whole family died 18 hours ago said, "Sounds great."
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Oh, that's his user.
That's the username. Yeah. Sounds great. Didn't love the noodling on the Dan Electro. Didn't really sound anything like the Beach Boys would ever do. And seemed lazy in spite of just coming out with a melodic riff that fit those parts. Just being hypercritical, the track sounded really, really good.
This person says.
Yeah.
Just being hypercritical.
They know.
Honestly, I respect it a little bit more. Just because you're like, hey, listen, I'm being hypercritical.
This is me. Like, if I am hypercritical over a lot of stuff, and you just got to own it, and then it's not annoying.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, the doozy. We'll do the giveaway, and then I guess we can be done.
Yep.
Fat Elvis said.
Fat Elvis?
Oh, yeah.
Is it like... Spell it out. I want people to be able to search this name out.
PHAT.
Oh, fat, like...
The letter L.
VIS. Yeah. Fat Elvis.
That's a killer, like 80s, like opens for the Beastie Boys at Madison Square Garden. Okay, go ahead.
Fat Elvis.
Buckle your seatbelts, boys and girls.
Oh Lord.
Do we need to play like a beat, like a jazz,
like a subtle jazzy beat? Fat Elvis says, "A bass sound can't be iconic.
Oh God.
Only imagery is iconic, i.e., a person or thing whose image is famous, often with the connotation that it has become emblematic. The word icon in original Greek means image. In addition to being the most overused word on YouTube, iconic is also the most misused. Misusers seem to think the word simply means widely known, instantly recognizable, memorable, etc. But just as flavors, scents, ideas, emotions, bodily sensations et al. Can't be iconic, neither can sounds, songs, beats, bass lines, bass sounds, etc. No one, hopefully, would ever think to speak of iconic ice cream flavors, the iconic smell of sulfur, Marx's iconic theories, the iconic bliss of first love, or the iconic pain of a toothache. Misusers do seem to understand intuitively that iconic has some inherent relation to the human sense of sight, to the exclusion of the other senses referenced above. For some reason, though, misusers appear to unconsciously stipulate a special expectation for the sense of hearing, so that, in their minds, iconic can properly apply to the products of precisely two human senses, namely sights and sounds. Increasingly, too, unfortunately, the word is being used as a simple synonym for very famous. Misuse of iconic has become rampant due to YouTube feedback loops, wherein video makers parrot and propagate each other's mistakes. Indeed, if the word meant what misusers seem to think it means, we could call this inapposite usage an iconic linguistic error.
Was this you leaving the comment?
Here's to you, Fat Elvis.
With the room mics open, it sounds like a jazz drum.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow, that was... Can I just point something out that's obvious?
Yeah, please.
Let's give him this.
Yeah, at least.
Okay.
This person probably had drafts of this written. That was probably like draft 3.
Do you think, though...
They wrote that in a Word document and copied and pasted it into the comments.
Could it... I'm going to try something on Rhett's channel. I'm going to go over and have ChatGPT write a massive burn against him.
Nice.
I wonder if that would...
yeah.
Huh.
I bet that's a ChatGPT.
Hey, if you're watching today and you have ChatGPT and you're familiar, put a bunch of burns about JHS, me, Beach Boys in our comments. Just like plaster these... be like, write a 7-paragraph dissertation on how bad this is. And just see what happens. Feed it some stuff. I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing I've ever asked him to do. Do you like my bass playing?
Yeah, it's really good.
I felt it.
I really felt it too.
All right, this is the last giveaway, right? What's that answer?
Mike. Mike wins.
Mike
Good
wins.
job, Mike.
Mike, you win. Surfing is the only life. Sorry, let me find it again. Surfing is the only life. The only way for me. Now surf with me.
Wow.
Congratulations, Mike. I'm tagging you right now. Please email me at the JHS Show at jhspedals.com with your shipping information. And if you're not Mike, please do not email me.
Yeah, don't email if you're not Mike.
Before we go, in the comments.
There you go. You got to fix that.
In the comments, let us know a simple yes or no if you've ever surfed.
Yeah.
And then us three, who surfed? I've never surfed.
I haven't surfed.
Have you surfed?
No.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right.
All right, cool.
That's it.
I think
this
that's
is super
it.
fun.
Yep.
If
Thanks,
you like
everybody.
this, wow, there's some clipping in the bus.
Oh, and Thomas Jerome Newton won the onion. I forgot to say
We're
that.
shipping a coconut?
We're shipping the onion to Thomas.
In Alabama, we call that an onion.
Wow.
That's a tree onion.
Anyway.
All right, everybody. Okay. This is really fun. Go to sweetwater.com. There's plenty of these. We made sure that it wouldn't be some like mad rush to the finish line. So they are limited and exclusive. He keeps turning my verb up. They're limited and they're exclusive, but we did it in a way where, hey, go. They're out there. No one's fighting you for them. Go have fun. Have a wonderful day and listen to the Beach Boys.